Greetings and welcome to Wizards of Fun. My name is Eric, and we are back with the final round of SCG Con Crossroads, playing against Zach Burb, who after this event, I actually joined him and some of his friends to go play a little bit of blackjack because we were in Vegas. And so at the end of the event, it was fun to go play a little bit of blackjack. They were super nice. They were all wearing matching basically like silk track suits, I guess is how I would describe it. They were called like the Tiger Clan or the Tiger Group or Tiger Gang. It was kind of a cool tiger design, head to toe jumpsuits. They were super, super cool. So it was awesome to get to meet some of these nicer players from different parts of the country. Pitching back 2 spells and a single sight here. Let's see what we end up with. We have a pond, a trinket, and a pirate ship. Wait a minute. Oh, I miss. Yeah, okay. Swap, pirate ship, and a trinket. Troll bridge, undertow, and a pond as the sights all feel pretty good. Although the pond might not be able to get utilized if we can't find a beast. So looking for one here. I look at the top spell, and I'm not sure if I show the camera or not. So let's see what we decide to keep or pitch. Looks like I keep something on top. We'll find out in just a sec. Again, learning the art of filming these matches, I have learned that it is important to show the camera what's going on. And I think I just ask if he can push his sight down so I can see the threshold. In this case, he does have Elementalist, which provides all threshold, but still, just works in my head. I guess we could play a frog here turn 1 if we're feeling greedy. Play a pond under my avatar to reduce the cost by 1 and just get a frog going. It's an option. It's not necessary. It's not... I don't know. I don't think I would personally do it. Yep, looks like I go personally as if this isn't me playing the match, but I myself today, I don't think I would do it. And it looks like past self, Eric also decided to just play a troll bridge, get a tawny. Again, these matches are pre-errata, pre-gothic, so the druid gets a tawny every turn. Shrine of the Dragon Lord, looks like our camera got a little bumped there, which is inevitable, but costs 2 mana, and it provides a mana forever. And I think it's a monument. Let me pull it up, actually. Shrine of the Dragon Lord. Genesis, teleport all dragons to here, which doesn't seem to always be utilized or ever triggering, but this site provides an additional mana and all threshold. But it is a monument, so nothing is equipping it. I could swap it, for example, I think is what I'm thinking in my hand here. And it says this site provides it, so if I was to swap it, then I would gain that benefit. So now that swap is in the meta, and it was in the meta for this event, it makes some big changes to, you know, the risk of playing monuments like Shrine of the Dragon Lord, knowing that someone can take it and benefit from it in a single go. Lugwag Cat is great to see with the pond. I would be surprised if I don't tap to play the pawn and just put the cat on it here. Just to get the value. Yep. Well played. Pass to Eric. Because that's, well, again, it's me, so it's what I would have probably done every time. But now we got the Bullfrog for hopefully some future value. Worst case, we can just hard cast it and not swallow up any enemies. Considering if I want to play Tawny, but since he's running all colors, I'm too nervous to move Tawny up. And especially now that Druid has been nerfed and you only get Tawny once, I would be especially nervous. I don't think Tawny would ever leave my home site besides 2 back row sites to keep for later in the game if I was to play Druid these days. I'm going to pull this one up. Sir Harris, something like that. We saw it in one of the previous rounds, but it is a 3/5. So 3 attack power, 5 defense power, and comes in with a lance, but it untaps at the end of the owner's turn every turn. So they can attack with it and then untap it and block with it, which is pretty wild. So that is a big, big threat. That swap can probably not take care of. So we'll have to find something for that. We'll probably be taking some damage. And again, pre-errata, the lance also reads that it breaks when it attacks sites. That's no longer the case, but at the time of this match, that was the case. So I play an undertow to just pull my druid out of the way. Just to get it out of the way of any cardinal direction magic that might be coming my way, or swapping. All right, so we are decided to swap, but just to gain the benefit from the Shrine of the Dragon Lord. So this gives me an extra mana. Can't utilize it here. Well, I guess I could. I could put it onto the cat to give it 5 power and then attack into Sir Gaheris to break the lance. Alternatively, I could just do that with the cat without showing that I have the lance by just attacking into it. And oh no, but the lance provides +1, so I would have to do that. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I end up doing here, and it just took me a sec. Again, it's round 7, so this is like 7 hours into a day of sorcery. It can be tiring. Yep, and he's just confirming. So does that actually provide you 1? Yes. Oh, and I think we are reading it. Let me actually pull it back up. I think he was wondering whether it happens at the beginning of my turn or not. This site provides an additional 1. So we call a judge here, and I actually forget what this site provide. Yeah, because it's not the Dragon Lord providing the. It's not the Shrine of the Dragon Lord providing the threshold. It's the site providing the mana, rather. Sorry. So I just wanted to confirm, because in my mind, and even as I'm watching this now, so it's kind of embarrassing because I get these answers corrected in the moment and go, okay, good. But clearly I didn't remember it because I'm re-recording this narration of it and thought that that's how it worked still. So with the rules always changing, as much as I want to like write down all of these little things, it's I think it's something you kind of just have to try to keep in the memory bank. So instead, just opting to move and get in for some damage. So attack for 4. I do not have an extra mana to be able to attack into the Sir Gaheris safely. So get him down to 16 life. Move my Tawny up. Pass the turn. He can't attack directly into Tawny with the lance creature. Minion, rather. Tap to draw a sight from Zachburb. King Arthur. So when it says I can't control cards owned by other players, it's owned by him, but because the way that I don't control the shrine, but it still provides what it provides. So an interesting Arthurian Legends Knights deck, which is cool to see. You would think you would see more of these. This was actually my first time seeing like a full King Arthur Knights of the Round deck. And yeah, King Arthur reads that has 5 power. Players can't control cards owned by other players. So I cannot control the shrine, and I don't. I just swapped it, and it provides what it needs. So fortunately for me, I still get to benefit from that. But if I do want to, say, mesmerize or something like that, I cannot control one of his minions by doing that. So now sitting on 3 mana, well, 4 with the shrine. I could still do the thing with the cat, which I need to untap, but the King Arthur can defend for 5. So either the King Arthur comes in and trades with it. So we need a way to, basically my goal here is to break that lance, because it's still a powerful minion, but breaking the lance will make it a lot easier to get rid of. Or if I have a way to pull it onto my site, I can swallow it with the frog. So I think I'm just kind of accepting that I won't be able to deal with it super quickly. Even if I got the site down for enough, or I guess I have 4 mana here. Even if I wanted to play Ruler of Thule, the King Arthur can just block it. So I suppose what I could do is attack with the cat trinketed. No, but I wouldn't have enough mana for Ruler of Thule. If I did have the 5th mana, I could just swing the cat in and let him block with something, and then get in with Ruler Fool, which again isn't a great trade though. Like, why would I do that? I'm just you know, on the wavelength of thinking, how can I get rid of that Surga Harris? That's one way you could do it. I don't think it's a wise thing to do, but paying 1 for the trinket. And it looks like we're just going to opt to swing onto the site, because that prevents me having to worry about his King Arthur. So if he did want to block and block that damage, he would lose his lance. So I'm able to get in for a big swing of 5, which is nice. Pass the turn, trinket comes back to hand. With 3 mana, he opts to draw a spell. And I can't see his hand, whether or not he has a sight in hand. Okay, so trading the Lance Strike for the cat. Which is interesting that he didn't block it before. Let me see if I misread Surga Harris's power. Well, scratch that. Let's read the round table, because I forget what this does. It says, must be cast to your back row, and whenever you summon King Arthur or a knight, sir, or dame to the round table, you get to draw a card. So just whenever you cast any of the cards that that deck wants to be running, you get to draw a card, which is really cool. Looking back at Surga Harris, though, it's 3 attack and 5 defense power. So yeah, I'm not actually sure why when I attacked for 5, he didn't just opt to block with Surga Harris, because it would have had the same effect. My cat wouldn't have killed Surga Harris either way. So I don't know if that was a mistake. But then he just opts to attack and kill the cat and untap. I guess that might, I don't know. I don't see why you wouldn't just do it. So I'm not certain, but deciding where to play a river, thinking if I can play it on the back here, I have opportunities with like Ruler Fool to get it onto their side. But also I just keep a single line going down the middle that he has to continue to run up, and hopefully I can lock it down with a Koi Nixie or Vat and Draconis on my pawn, for example, later in the game. Note to future Eric, when you play these games, just show the camera. Show the camera. I just didn't consider it when playing these matches. It's kind of my first time recording a full day of events. So I'm just glad that we were able to record them and get all the memory cards back home on the plane without any corrupted files or losing of the data. So that was a win for me, but moving forward, we're gonna just slightly tweak how we do it so that we can see our hands a bit better. Nice, so we swallow King Arthur. Move and attack for 1 with Tawny. And forgive me, I have a hard time seeing the life totals. So if you're keeping track, you probably have a better idea than me. And I decided I ask if I can just pay 1 more to add a trinket to that attack. Get in for 2 instead. I keep mentioning it in every video, but I will be using my phone to keep track of life totals moving forward because it's easier to see on camera. It doesn't require me to have to spend the time to edit them in, which prevents me from uploading videos more quickly. So trying to streamline this so that I can come home from an event, record the narration as soon as it happened, like the next, couple days after the event, so it's fresh in my mind, upload them, and 1 and done. And then move on to like the full recap video edit, which I'm still working on for Vegas. So thanks for your patience on that. I'm a new channel figuring out my groove here. I think an older video editor, Eric, when I wasn't, married with kids and working full-time, had plenty of time to just be inefficient with my editing because I would just get it done. I'd stay up late one night, or I just need to stay up till 2 in the morning tonight to get it done. But I don't have that luxury anymore, so I need to get a little bit better at my editing scheduling. So I think going to this event was a good learning experience for me. And the other Sir that was cast was Sir Ironside, which has +3 power during enemy turns. So it's a very big blocker. It has 4 power naturally, and then becomes a 7 power on my turn, which is just pretty brutal. I need to basically polymorph that, Atlantean Fade it, which, ooh, look at that. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Cool if there was a way to spit out the King Arthur from the frog, like drop the King Arthur and then move the frog off the site and then cast Outlandian Fate and submerge everything. Another thing we could do is move the frog up with King Arthur in its stomach, move Tawny onto Tintagel, and then just submerge everything. And it also turns those sites that I submerge into waters if they're not ordinary, which I don't think any of those are ordinary sites. I attack, he moves up, which pulls his Surga forward. So I could now do the Outlandian Fate back one, but I think because I'm going to get a Tawny back anyways, I just decide to do the attack and see what he does. So if he doesn't block, I get in for extra damage. If he does, well, I lose Tawny, but I'm going to resummon it anyway. And he was going to lose to the Outlandian Fate anyways. I guess I could have alternatively attacked the Tintagel, but then that pulls Sir Ironside away from the Outlandian Fate. So all non-ordinary sites get flooded, and then it submerges everything, including that round table. So he loses the round table, unfortunately. So for 5 mana, just completely wiped, reset the board. Sir Ironside, Surga Harris, and a round table all go away for 5 mana. It's very, very good value. Tawny's dead, but we can get in with a frog for 2. Move and attack. Again, I've lost track of counts here. Very professional YouTube channel here. I know, I'm sorry. It will improve over time. Our commentary skills and our keeping track of life totals, I promise. My goal here is just to get these uploaded. So I hope you guys can appreciate them. These are pre-Gothic, so the meta has changed. The deck list requirements have changed, but would just like to get this archived onto the channel just to say that I got all my matches uploaded, and hopefully the next time that you guys see 7 rounds uploaded, I will have them uploaded all at once and like a couple days after the event. That's my goal, is to come home. Sorry to keep going back to that kind of behind the scenes, but just waiting for these turns to go by, making some small talk here, but tapping his avatar to get a site. Sure, Gothic Tower. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Four Waters of Paradise. So when that cracks, the next elemental spell will cost 4 less, and I think it ignores Threshold as well. So we paid 2 for that, and then sacked it to make that cheaper. So it only costs 2. And I gotta look that one up, because I forget what it does. Sir Mordred, it says Genesis and Deathrite, kill a target adjacent enemy minion. Darn. So that kills the frog. So he's only paid 4 mana out of his 6, so he has 2 mana left. Yep. Doing basic math is always a challenge here on my channel. And his King Arthur is back for 5, which is not nothing. That's scary. So we were able to Outlandian Fate, which is good, but Sir Mordred, it also does it during Deathrite. So again, ideally, Polymorph or something to that effect would be best to get rid of that effect. I have a site in hand, so we go to draw a spell and we get a Shapeshift. That's pretty good. We could tap Druid to play a site which summons a Tawny and then Shapeshift it. At least that's what this deck wanted to do. That would no longer be the case if we were to be playing with Druid nowadays. So nowadays, yeah, Shapeshift will be interesting to see. It'll be a lot more utilized in like token decks or skeletons, necromancer decks, frogs, soldier tokens. Those will probably be the ones that get transformed, because Tawny was just a guaranteed transform you could do basically every turn once you're at 4 mana in the previous meta. So you're showing, I think I was starting to realize that I should be showing the camera in my hand, so I'm more intentionally showing it. And it in no way shows the opponent what I have, unless somehow they can see the reflection of my cards in the angle I'm holding them. I really doubt it. And the site we have is a pawn, so I'm probably just kind of running the math. Like I have Shrine, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This gives me 6, but technically 7 if I want to play a beast. So I have 6 mana here, but 7 to work with if we're trying to play that Tufted Turtle. So we have 7. We could Shapeshift Tawny for 4 and then just play a Turtles for 2. And that would still leave us with 1 mana. If we probably wouldn't utilize it, but this is again the basic math that in my head takes me a while to figure out. Okay, wait, I could do this, but I could do this. Looks like we decided to do the shapeshift, so we will not have we won't be able to utilize it immediately because Tawny has summon sickness. I think here I'm also considering just like, man, should I just get a pirate ship and just block his attacks? Sir Mordred only has 4 power, so yeah, we do opt to just do the pirate ship. I think this is fine. It's 5 power. It has to stay on water, but since we're but everything has become water through the Atlantean Fate, so that also makes pirate ship just a better card. If I do, I'd basically be trying to attack the Sir Mordred first to trigger the adjacent enemy trigger when there's nothing adjacent, rather than go for King Arthur, because King Arthur isn't much of a... It's a 5 power minion, don't get me wrong, but I have multiple pirate ships. I think there's a second pirate ship in my hand, so and we also have the trinket to survive an attack from King Arthur with the pirate ship, or if you see my point. If I'm attacking on my turn, I would decide I would survive the fight, but I could also just trade. So despite Sir Mordred and King Arthur being 2 big threats, I'm feeling pretty good between Tufted Turtles and pirate ships to be able to deal with these. He may be able to move his Sir Mordred up and attack into the pirate ship, dying and killing my Tufted Turtles, but that also wouldn't be wise. He'd probably need a trinket of his own to get the 5th, but that wouldn't be a bad idea. But again, I'm feeling pretty confident. Okay, he's probably looking for a way to kill my pirate ship, and I'll just play another one right on top as soon as I can. Opts to tap and draw a sight. You can see a little bit of his jumpsuit here. It was beautiful. It looked like a golden silk East Asian tiger design from head to toe. It was pretty cool. Him and his 2 buddies were all rocking it. So that was funny being in the Las Vegas hotel casino afterwards. And we all took there was a virtual blackjack table that we could play at where you can play with up to 4 players. So there was 3 of them and 1 of me, and we played for a while and had a good time. Looking to trade with pirate ship. So I'm considering whether it's worth me just chumping with Tufted Turtles here. And it seems like a good idea, although this feels like a trap. Him stacking up all my stuff maybe. But it's like, well, why not? I mean, if he's going to use his Sir Mordred to kill my Tufted Turtles anyway, I may as well get a chump in. And then now he has to really second guess how he's going to attack with Sir Mordred, because I'm going to attack with... I'm going to block with pirate ship, rather. Sir Bors, which has, I believe it has ranged 2. Let's confirm that. It's a good... So it has 4 attack power, 2 defense power, ranged 2, and enemy minions lose stealth if that's relevant. But to be able to shoot a projectile that moves 2 additional steps, 1, so I guess it shoots across the entire realm then, right? Because a basic ranged would be, no, because I think ranged is 1 and then it just says ranged 2. It's not ranged plus 2, so it shoots 2 across. So then I'm just trying to figure out how I block this. So he does attack with Sir Mordred, and I just go, okay, well, let's see. If I block with pirate ship, it survives, but then you'll probably just strike the pirate ship to kill it with the... But it seems like a fair trade to me. I think I'm nodding and just going, yeah, that seems fine to me. I have another ship in my hand. Let's do it. Oh, I just decided to chump block instead. So the turtles don't kill the Deathrite. Interesting. I don't recall why I would have done it this way, but let's have a look-see here. I am not certain what the plan was here. Was it that... I was going to say, was it that I want to move onto his site and attack? So if I let him do that and I just chump block, I don't lose my ship and then I can get in for 6. And again, sorry, I don't have this life total for you guys here. Very unprofessional commentary. I can appreciate that. Like I said, These matches will get hopefully more and more professional as we move on. Move and attack for 1. We're getting in for 6, 7 so far, and then put another pirate ship on top. So I think, yeah, I think that was my thinking, was like, I'm going to survive this hit, and then I can flip Bruin just to be safe here. The Bramble effect happens, and Bruin will soak up any damage that would happen to the Avatar. So he sees a single pirate ship, wants to kill it. I go, no, I'm going to chump block for it, get in for some damage next turn. But he didn't know I have another pirate ship in my hand to lay right back on top of it. So feeling pretty good with the Atlantean Fate, providing the body of water for my ships to get in. Sir Bors is definitely scary. And Sir Mordred as well. King Arthur I'm a little less worried about. 5 power is still scary, but I think we'll be able to deal with it. We also have Shapeshift if we need to turn Tawny into something big. Sir Mordred attacking for 4. So now if I blocked with Bruin, he could just basically snipe my pirate ship. Alternatively, if I block with the pirate ship, he can snipe my Bruin. I'd be surprised if I do this, but it looks like I block. Oh, and then I didn't realize it was Death Threat. I thought it was just Genesis. And I asked, do you mind if I consider that block? I'm sorry. Since I'm the one blocking, he was okay with it. There hasn't been any new info. And I'm like, oh, that's much worse. So it's it's easier said than done when we're watching the match here, but make sure you read the cards if you don't know what it is. Being in an event, you can sometimes feel the pressure like, oh no, I'll pretend I know what that card does just to keep the game going or to look cool or whatever, read the card. Take the time to read the card. But again, in an event like this, it's easier said than done, or they might read the card like Genesis, this happens, and I go, great. I give them a thumbs up, and I don't double check to ask, like, wait, does that happen? Is that it? And they go, oh no, it happens when he dies too, There's a lot of new cards in this game. So there will be a lot of reading of cards for Gothic. And King Arthur opting to trade with Pirate Ship feels very fine for me. Just like, that's totally fine. Poison Nova is pretty good though. And not only does it kill his own stuff, so he's deciding to do a bit of a kamikaze here, hit everything, but when it dies, it's going to kill my Bruin. So it's still quite effective and aggressive. Bruin's gone. I don't believe we're at door though here. And again, sorry, I don't know the life totals. I promise to get better at that. I feel really bad. Casting in a core on his avatar provides 1 more and a water threshold. Not a card you really want to be top decking later in the game. It's good, I guess, if they have like Ring of Morgan, because you can trigger that. And I'm like, give me anything here. Yep, and I say, I think I got you, but I don't want to mess this up, so please allow me to take my whole turn, but I do think I have you. I just don't want to lose to a technicality. My Ruler of Thule has charge. Can I kill you? And I did. So thanks again to Zach Burb for the match. A gentleman and a scholar, and a decent blackjack player. Oh yeah, so thank you guys. If you happened to watch this series of all 7 rounds, I by no means expect everyone to watch 7 full rounds of Sorcery, especially from an older format that is no longer the meta, because Gothic has since released and changed everything. So again, I wanted to get these uploaded onto the channel just to get them on the channel, and hey, now I can say they're on there, and I can move on to beginning the edit of the SCG Con recap video. Was hoping to have that up within like a week or 2 of the event ending, but I also knew Gothic was coming out and it's the holidays, and it exactly like I thought, I got delayed with everything. So moving forward, I'm going to try to be better with my scheduling. Sorry to keep bringing it up, but it's what's on my mind when I watch these videos. So thank you if you did stick around and enjoyed them. And if you have any critiques, please let me know. I want to improve these and keep these as very excited for the win there to go. So I went 5-2 in this event. And I guess now that this is the final round, I can spoil. I tied for 8th place, I guess is how I could word it. I technically placed 20th. And the way that works is that I had the same record as the person who got in 8th place. However, the win record of the opponents that I played against was weaker than the person who got in 8th place, if that makes any sense. So if everybody's tied, the rankings of everyone who won and lost plays a factor on how well you tied. So did I tie but play against maybe lesser strong players? Or did I tie and play against some of the best players? And that does make a difference in these events. So I can say I tied for 8th. If we were able to get one more win, maybe against the Frogamago match, it wouldn't have been a maybe, we would have placed 8th. So I was very proud to have done as well as I did. It's my second convention, and I was practicing a lot with this deck prior to the event. I'm still very new, but I was very happy with these results. Unfortunate that we could not get to 8th place, but we had the potential to get there. So coming up, SCG Con Portland. I hope to see you there. If not, I hope you guys look forward to my coverage, because I will be uploading those videos. I will be uploading them more promptly than I did with this, because there won't be a new set coming out, which is another great thing about Sorcery. There's only one set a year. So the winter will probably always be the busiest time of year with the holidays and for editing, but it will be a really fun time to open up new product, and I'm looking to improve with each and every event and every video that I do. So thank you. Please leave any comments if you have any thoughts, or even just any kind words. They go a long way for me to keep me motivated to keep doing this, but I'm having so much fun. I love this game, and I hope you guys do too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.